Just before that time, we have this whole Taylor Swift incident.
What happened? When I bought Big Machine, I thought I was going to work with all the artists on Big Machine. I thought it was going to be like an exciting thing. I knew that Taylor, she and I had only met 3 times, I think in my life, 3 or 4 times. And one of the times, it was years earlier, it was really a great engagement. She invited me to her private party, and we respected each other. We had a great engagement. In between that time, since I'd seen her last, I started managing Kanye West. I managed Justin Bieber. I knew she didn't get along with them. I had a feeling, this is where my arrogance came in. I had a feeling she probably didn't like me because I managed them, but I thought that once this announcement happened, she would talk to me, see who I am, and we would work together. And the announcement came out, and I'm calling Scott Borchetta and saying, hey, send me her number. I just talked to Thomas Rhett, and he's excited. And I just talked to, this person, and they're excited. And I'm calling, Florida Georgia line next. And, oh, I'm gonna get you. And then this Tumblr comes out, and it says all this stuff. And I was just like shocked. And it's been 5-6 years. I don't need to go back into it. But what I can tell you is everything in life is a gift. Having that experience allows me to have empathy for the people I worked with, who I would always say, yeah, I understand, but I never knew what it was like to be on the global stage like that. I never knew what criticism like that felt like. And like I told you, the biggest gift that I got from that was understanding that all the praise I had received up until that moment was not deserved. And all the hate I got after that moment was not deserved. Because none of these people knew me.
Yeah.
She didn't know me. This person didn't know me. This person who met me 3 times, they didn't know me. I can show respect for all of them because I don't know them. So I can love them where they're at. But the gift of pain was awareness.
But how does one contend with an unfair world? And I use the word unfair as well because, we've got investigative researchers here who looked through everything relating to that particular deal. And then we also looked at what's written on the internet. And there's this great disparity between what actually happened and what people say happened.
Yeah. It was very hard at the time. It was hard on the marriage. It was hard on our family.
You were getting death threats.
Yeah. But I also don't know what was being said on the other side, because I never got to have the conversation. So I think when people aren't communicating and refusing to communicate, a lot of things can get misconstrued. And I don't want to hold any hatred or everyone moves on. So yes, I appreciate you saying that. I appreciate actually doing the research. But for me, I choose to see it as a gift. I choose to see it as being able to have a perspective that very few people in the world have, of knowing what that's like, of feeling that on a global level.
Pain.
Yeah.